What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Justice. Come back at y'all with another YouTube read, another energy read. Hope this finds y'all a clarifying time in y'all's day. I appreciate y'all likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. It's so very appreciated. If you need a person with me, hit up Shamika-san with a C and Shamika@gmail.com. Without further ado, let's go and get started. Angels of the highest of white light, please bestow upon me. Remove any distractions, disturbances, as I clearly can channel, clear and concise channel messages for my divine collective bestowed upon me today. Thank you, and Ashe. Something about glamour. You have a glamorous effect. I had this in a personal reading. Shout out Ebony, if you're watching this. Because this was a similar message it's similar to this, but you have a glamorous effect on people, whoever I'm tapping into. People are in regret for how they treated you. Maybe there's a sense of you detaching from certain situations and people reflecting on them at this time. Maybe you are as well. Isolation saved your life, so maybe you cut cords with things that weren't aligned with your path. But many are manifesting as we speak, so many are, whoever I'm tapping into, you're a very attractive presence to a lot of different situations, is what I'm getting. So that can mean a lot of different things. So something about your presence, like I said, it has a glamorous, magnifying effect on others around them. So when I'm saying magnifying, I think it facilitates others to feel more empowered. So it's like a playmaker energy is what I'm getting. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Empress energy came up. With the Knight of Swords, does it need to stand your ground amidst evil eye? So when I said evil eye, so people just kind of being a certain way, hidden motives, anything like that. You know the gist of that. There tends to be a certain polarizing effect, right? With these type of energies, there's usually a polarizing take. It can be alluring, but it can be also triggering to others. With short male energy, a short male may be significant to the triggering, or it could be you trigger people, man or woman, that are not embracing their fullest masculinity, or are basically, that can represent insecurity, that can represent inferiority, it can represent a need for control, it can represent a complex of that nature in regards to empowerment and relativity to what they sense yours to come off as. There's a sense of people in an Eight of Swords energy when it comes to approaching you that can represent, in this case, I'm going to take that as overthinking. With the Chariot energy, because they sense there's something about your willpower or your persistence to move forward, so meaning that you gonna move forward regardless, is what I'm getting. With the King of Swords energy, that kind of confirms that. So you kind of can cut things off at any time, or at least that's how people perceive you to be, or they perceive you to cut people off easily. Your power is meant to be seen and felt by many. So maybe you having this embracing of self, maybe people view you as egocentric. That's a general theme that I'm getting. Egocentric or arrogant, or thinking you're too good for people. That's a stereotypical general theme of what people perceive your energy to be on a very blunt level. With the poverty consciousness, this can represent, I'm taking it in this case as a limited perspective of you, or people that have I'm recording on the top of the computer, I was seeing something pop up, but things coming in, information, opportunities could be coming in, but people having a limited scope on you in terms of like looking at you a certain way. But also with the other message that I got simultaneously, there's some sense of maybe information or opportunity or energy coming in, or influx of energy. Maybe you're in I don't know, that can represent so many different things. With the King of Pentacles, people perceive you to have it, like, so financially speaking. So ancestors are always with you. I think there's a sense of a perception of you being more affluent than you come off to be. I think that people perceive you to come off cocky. What black magic is being thrown at you, when you get energies thrown at you, you may get a lot of energies or spiritual warfare, what we would classify that as. in terms of like turbulence or controversy in regards to the energy you would perceive or feel from other people sending at you indirectly or directly, right? Take what resonates. It can probably come from the influence of people perceiving you in these ways that I'm connotating. With pity parties, I think people come out feeling ashamed, I'm getting, of themselves, or ashamed of actions that are taking out of, I'm hearing ignorant, like, for lack of better words, like ignorant perspective. So a lack of understanding is what I was really looking for. It leads people to not being so proud of actions or perceptions that they had of you prior, because I guess you may be a lot different or more deeper is what I'm getting, and you're not so shallow. Maybe people look at you in a shallow context. Maybe people objectify this energy. Look at the densities as opportunities to transmute and transcend. Maybe people throw energy at you in a certain way because they look at you in a certain way. Objectification doesn't necessarily mean sexually. It could be for money, it can be for all type of things, but people looking at you differently than what your soul really represents, right? So that can be taken with this kind of energy. With the Seven of Pentacles, you may be really diligent. Maybe people think you just have it a certain way, but you're very diligent, or you're very consistent, or there's a need to be diligent or consistent or show up in this way, morally, in terms of like how you present yourself, I guess, is what I'm getting. Damn. Well, peep the signs, your intuition ain't lying. I guess this is a confirmation for some people's intuition that may have been getting these red flags or these signs, these weird energies, but it's kind of like to clear that up. There's a generational wealth I'm getting from all over your life. So maybe there is like some people are blessed with like a high vibration. They're just always high vibrational. If you look at a lot of kids on the spectrum or anything of that nature, they're usually very high vibrational beings if you really pay attention. And they're kind of like programmed to be like that. And when I say programmed, it's like they're made to be like that. They're meant to be like that. Like, for real, wholeheartedly. But this could be in a different way. Like, you could have gifts. You could have something about you. But that could be your alluringness. That's something. But, you know, people don't often use that in the right way, in the right context, right? Which thus being the reason that people can reverse that in this reverse psychology and kind of project that objectification onto you, right? Just take what resonates. You were selected and crowned from the jump by your ancestors. So I'm getting from, with judgment, I think there's always been judgment casted on people that attack you out of jealousy, envy, or make those decisions, actions. I'm getting a lot of gossip energy, things like that. People perceiving you differently than what may be, you know, given certain scenarios, situations, climates, or maybe even just you, how you come off. If they want a destiny swap with you, like I said, there's a theme of envy, coveting, jealousy. Rise to the occasion, you outshine them all. So there's a need to embrace exactly what you are and embrace exactly what that signifies to you. You know, and not to internalize that, but exactly what that's supposed to signify to you. You know what I mean? If you saw this happening to somebody else on that outward level, it may be probably easier for you to perceive it. When it's happening to you, sometimes we can internalize the experience and not really see it from the outward shell or in the true reflection of what that really means. It could be just a message for somebody. So you were here to awaken many souls in this lifetime if you haven't already, or if you probably already are. So a lot of this is signifying to me that you're here to awaken people through these type of not these type of things. Like, a lot of times God even like bestows upon many type of talented or the extraordinary type of individuals in the most mysterious type of vessels, right? It's the person that you're not gonna expect, right? So there's some theme of that with you. So I'm getting like this energy, whoever resonates. It's like some type of like you're deeper, or there's something deeper about you, or you're cooler, or you're not as stuck up. Something is just surprising. There's a surprising element to you. But people's lies and smear campaigns always end up backfiring because of this reason. New experiences are opening up for you, or there's a sense of people perceiving that they always do. There's always something. We're redirecting your energy from draining situations soaked in negativity, because I got a pessimistic mindset from that, like that perception. It's almost like people like look at that in a jaded way. Maybe people are jaded around your energy or something of that nature, not really guided to go into that. With the Two of Pentacles energy, maybe going through some type of balancing out or decision in regards to some type of shift or adaptation or change. And this may be regards to connections that you may be feeling needed to cut off. That's your confirmation. If that's for somebody revered by many, you may be respected highly by many. Obviously, if you have this, magnifying effect on the people, you make people feel empowered. I didn't really go into that. You make people feel better about themselves. You make people feel more structured in their lives. You make people feel more accepted or more accepting of the ability to be their higher selves, which is the empowerment. With the Nine of Swords energy, I think this is like the people are like, I think this is the energy of people that go against you out of these realizations or out of these perceptions that they end up finding out that aren't what they thought were. So that can mean so many different things. So taking action, saying something out of something that they didn't know, or taking a half truth, stretching it. That could be so many different things. But with Emperor energy, I think people perceive you to be in a king or queen status, and that can represent like even how you treat yourself, how you act. It could be how your life looks. It could be how people perceive you to come off in terms of the energy. It could be how strangers perceive you when they come across you. It could be the energy. It could be your perception. It could be your attraction. It could be your physical attraction, your appeal is what I was saying. Meaning. It could be your financial status. It can be a lot of different things, but I'm talking about the energy, right? So with the Five of Pentacles energy, a lot of people that had a limited view of self, I heard self, but I was going to say limited view of you, end up I'm getting that kind of Nine of Swords energy, more so lost for words. I was in a lost for words, but I was going to say the Nine of Swords energy, but I'm going to take the lost for words, more in the lost for words, at maybe different sides of you that you may have not shown them, or maybe didn't present them. Maybe I'm getting like more so quick experiences with people that make quick judgments, like the quick initial judgments of you are like this. That's what I get. Circumstances are always out of your control, but what comes of it is your alchemical ability to transmute, transcend. So it's an alchemy card. You're a transmuter. You transcend energy. And when I say by that, you're a natural transmuter. You come into a room and people probably feel your presence. You probably don't got to say nothing. It's probably just the energy, though. But something about that, you're taking in a lot of energy in terms of like how people, usually, if that's a quick judgment of you, you're probably dealing with a lot of energy transformation anyway, because if that's not of you, it's just getting moved out of your energy. So what I'm saying from that is you move with a lot of energy, you take in a lot of energy, you attract a lot of energy, you attract a lot of people in it, you attract a lot of opportunities in, or all of the above, Something about your energy is like a magnet of some kind. So with that being said, I was surprised that the Emperor came out, not the Empress. But even with that energy, you got to watch your thoughts. You got to watch your actions, watch your choices. They can create real compound effects when you have a magnetizing energy. Really watch that. You can really create a streaky energy in a good and bad way. Both ways go. People are haunted by how they treated you. This is a general theme of this message. This is a real general theme. For a lot of women, bad bitch energy. There's a lot of women on here. But even if you're a man resonating with the message, it probably resides around, like I said, something you do predominantly in the spiritual realm or in the creative field. So take what resonates. But new levels, new devils, people are seeing you ascend quickly. People see you as somebody that moves past things quickly, or moves quickly, or and not in a bad way, but more, I guess they look at it in a bad context for those that want to kind of stay close to you or stay attached to you. So there's a sense of you may be a alpha-like spirit, maybe you're independent, maybe you're not independent, maybe you just cut off people, I don't know. But like for me, I like to just stay alone. I'm just really alone. But some people, maybe you just you can adapt to different environments, you make different friend groups and things like that. That's cool too. But something about that, people perceive you to have that sense or ability to kind of detach from situations, which is a good thing. But I think people fear this. But content creator influencer, if you're not already a content creator influencer, this is for a message for the people that are really considering it. Some of y'all are already doing such things, but if you're one of the people resonating with the considering aspect, I think this is a part of the message for you to introspect on what you can do to kind of create if you know the algorithm, you know that the algorithm really gratifies consistency on the platform. So if you can gratify that in terms of the content, if you're thinking about putting content out, gratify how you can, even if you're already putting content out, gratify how you can control how you reach the algorithm. Not just recording a video, putting it out, but scheduling it, or making a few videos ahead, scheduling it, and then that can bring a momentum for you to focus on something else, or even create more and more ahead at whatever time you want. So that's just an idea for somebody. With the devil energy, there's a need for watching temptation. That's exactly what I'm getting. Watching out from temptation, that can be focus, that can be, addiction, that can be habitual things that connotate lack or connotate negative experiences or outcomes that we've already been through and experienced. You have many admirers or hidden admirers. I think people are attracted to this alluring energy. I think you bring a lot of people in, whoever this resonate with. But there's a need of embracing that and kind of just being you, not taking that in any kind of being able to take the energy. There's something about accepting energy or being able to take in energy, the feminine aspect of the energy, so your spiritual energy, being able to kind of take in energy and knowing what to do with the energy, so to speak. And when I say knowing what to do with the energy, meaning co-creating. So when you're taking in a lot of energy, that means you got to put the energy out in some way. So doing it in a productive or creative fashion that can create maybe some positive, momentous effects instead of negative ones, right? Sometimes we look at intense energy as a bad thing. Nah, that can be a great thing for you. For some people, that's a message. But prying eyes around you, you may deal with that too with this energy. You may deal with positive and negative, polarizing. With the moon energy, this may have you in tune with what's hidden in terms of the intuition, because a lot of times you have to know what's on the the chessboard, not even checkerboard, the chessboard. In terms of people's motives that may be very good at being hidden, but you can feel when things are off, you can sense when things are off, you can see when things are off, hear things when they're off. Everyone has different connections with spirit, right, that are tapped into. So be attentive to what's around you. I think that's my last message, to be, to confirm back with your intuition and to know that you're more tapped in or more in tune than you think you are, and to kind of trust your intuition a little more moving forward. I think that's my last message. You got a real bright light that people attract to, so understand that and kind of know what comes with that in terms of protecting your energy, setting boundaries and things like that. If you need a personal with me, hit up Shamika Sun with a C and Shamika at gmail.com. All my pricings and things will be in the description. And it's your boy Justice. Peace out, y'all.